A week ago today, our coverage was all about the mass shootings at the Gilroy Garlic Festival. The events of the last 24 hours have not made any recovery any easier for the Bay Area victims. KPIX 5's Katie Nielsen is in Fremont with more attempts by survivors to get things back to normal. Katie?
Yeah, Brian, we're here on Vendor Row at the Fremont Festival of the Arts, and this space was actually reserved for the Honey Ladies, but according to their GoFundMe page, one of the owners, Wendy, was actually shot at the Gilroy Garlic Festival along with her husband. The only reason they survived is because they laid completely still when the gunman came back and asked, "Are you all right?" The vendors who are at Gilroy, who are also here in Fremont, say they just feel blessed they're able to be here.
I'll go 120 on these for you, okay?
John Ship makes a living traveling to festivals selling silver jewelry he makes at his studio in the Santa Cruz Mountains.
It's really nice to be here.
He almost didn't make it to this weekend's Fremont Festival of the Arts because most of his merchandise was stuck inside the crime scene in Gilroy. Thankfully, he was able to pick it up Thursday night.
This is a good show for me, and it's important that I was able to get here to do it.
Not all vendors were that lucky.
Our family is safe, and that's the most important thing.
Brian Glesser with Harmony Tie-Dyes had to improvise.
We borrowed tents and parts, and we put together pieces that we had lying around our storage, and we made new stuff.
His booth in Gilroy was less than 10 yards from where the gunman opened fire. Oh, they shoot him.
But he was right there, and we could hear the gunshots.
And the booth still sitting there, exactly as it was, merchandise and all.
Absolutely everything is still there. My van, my luggage, my clothes.
But Brian says it was important to him to make it to Fremont this weekend.
To be here meant that we're okay, we're safe, we're strong.
The horrid events of Gilroy are never far from the minds of the vendors, even with the heavy presence of Fremont police.
It's nerve-wracking. I'm always listening for that crackle, you know, of gunfire.
Now the vendors that are here see each other weekend after weekend. It's often the same group that move from festival to festival, so they say it is incredibly difficult not to see the familiar faces like the Honey Ladies that they were expecting to see here, especially as they're dealing with their own trauma as they're still trying to process exactly what happened a week ago today. Live in Fremont, Katie Nielsen, KPIX 5.